Welcome to another episode of Roses Are Red podcast with your host, Mrs. Red Rose, her co-host, Sam I Am from the Married Couple Podcasts, and AC from Midnight Media.
Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. And AC, you look a little different today.
Yeah, you do.
There's two reasons for that. Number one reason, I'm not AC. I'll let you know when I get to the second reason. Second reason, I'm not from Vegas. I am here though. You told me I had to be on a show, and I figured if I'm going to be on one, I might as well be on one of the pre-recorded ones, so you can delete it if it sucks.
It's not going to suck.
Here I am.
You're on our Headlights show.
I am Dave. The Headlights show.
Headlights.
Why do we call it the Headlights show?
Because that's what we call headlines.
I always say headlights
because words are hard.
Words are hard.
And we're gonna go with it. Embrace headlights because
guys,
you know what? I'm surprised I haven't said headlights.
I know, right? I was just thinking that too.
Just made me itchy. We've got spiders up, and I walked into a spider web a little bit earlier. And anyway,
the song stuck in my head.
Spider webs.
No, me and spiders. No.
Guys, thank you for having me on the show. And I'm sorry, AC might stop in a bit though. As I understand.
Absolutely,
so,
yeah.
As soon as he gets here, I'm out.
No.
No. Now
this works.
All right, I don't have a headline though, so I'm gonna just
you're gonna react.
I'm gonna make up a headline. If that's okay.
I want to know your opinions.
Yeah.
All right. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can see from behind me from this past weekend. Yeah, I got extra stuff for our studio here.
Oh, I can't
this will have aired on How Was Your Day already?
That already aired. You already heard all about why I have this extra stuff up here from last Wednesday's show. But I forget it already aired.
Okay. Nice.
Ladies, take it away. I'll just.
Plus, I'm loving your hat behind there. So I'm wearing that hat back there. I'm loving it.
You see that? You can see that from here.
Yeah, I love it.
There's a whole ass story behind that, which we already got to on Wednesday's show when you were there listening, and it was hilarious.
I apologize. My daughter has swim during that time, so I'm like, you know what happened to me when you had your when you launched your new episode
with the Who's Coming With Me.
With Who's Coming With Me.
Oh yeah,
one segment that said retards and
oh, you mean this? Hold on, can I? Would you mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right,
yeah,
so like this part from our show. This right here.
Who's coming with me? So now I got the segment. Now I need a new song with new words. Fuck that. I'm gonna use same shit we've already fucking heard. So everybody coming along, it won't be hard, cause we've got memes and bad videos of cripples and retards. We might not have the whole crew here, but that's just how it goes. And Sam I Am still snort laughs out her nose.
So did that get you in trouble somewhere?
Yeah, I was at my daughter's swimming, and my ear pod fell out, and my phone, of course, was on full blast. So I'm trying to hear. Yeah, everybody stopped and they looked. It just got dead silence, and I was like,
"Well, and everything echoes in a swim."
Yeah,
where the pool is. So
our show. Well, first off, we did that show separate, but who's coming with me was something that we started, and it's kind of a little bit fell off, and so we incorporated it into How Was Your Day?
Yeah,
and because we can, and we're gonna keep doing that,
and we'll still have you guys on from time to time when you can.
It's a way different show from what you guys do here.
It is.
Yeah. It really is. And I'm so happy you're with us tonight. I'm really happy. And thank you for joining us. I'm very blessed that you're here with us. So it's been a long time. So
it has been a bit.
Yeah. So tonight,
way back in the beginnings of Roses Are Red, I think Dave was on one of our first shows. So
yeah.
Now he's back.
I vaguely remember that. And I got kicked out and no, I'm just joking.
Look, I haven't been invited back. Okay. I don't know what I did.
You will be
probably.
I'm just messing with you guys.
I know.
So let's go into it with tonight's episode where I've got one or two updates.
Okay.
One of them was, if you remember, he goes by King Kron Page, which is the older woman and the young gentleman.
Yes.
Boy. Yeah. Let me tell you. I mean, first of all, I don't know if he's trying to compete with her on the looks. Is first of all, this is
Oh,
look. Yeah.
okay.
That's his look.
That's his new look. Yeah.
Okay, is this the one that you guys were talking about? I listened to all your episodes.
Mm-hmm.
This the one where you guys were saying was it okay, and she might have groomed him
Yes.
from when
Yes,
he was
look at
younger,
you.
but he is now. It looks like 60, so I'm gonna guess 30.
I don't even think he's that old.
I
I
don't
think
even
he's like
think he's
27 or so.
something like that. He's
Is he doing this because they get too many looks, and so he's trying to make himself look older?
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest
Huh.
with you. So, and I don't know if you remember, Dave, they were trying to have a baby, and the wife gave him a hall pass, and he went and had an entourage with this one girl for one night, and they had a baby because they don't want to pay. I'm assuming, and this is all allegedly, I'm assuming maybe they didn't want to pay for the surrogate the amount of money that I mean, it's not cheap.
Okay,
I still really don't understand how they could ever do a surrogate because she's in her 60s and she has no more eggs. I mean that shit's dried up.
More than dried up.
poached.
Your spider webs. It goes like this.
We're just talking about spiderweb. So, all right. So, and just for everybody else who hasn't been here, and just to remind me, because yes, I do listen, but I drink a lot also. So, I remember the grooming part and the argument over whether it was grooming because he's now an adult and she is way adult, and or whatever.
Old enough to be his mom
or grandma or whatever.
Grandma.
And
Yeah.
she's 60 something
63 or 4.
and he's in his 20s.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
now they're together,
Mhm.
and they were talking about how she was grooming him just because they knew each other, and something about she liked his TikToks or something like that.
No. I mean,
Wasn't TikTok,
when he
but-
was in, TikTok's only been around like 8 years
You guys,
or so.
you guys pointed that out.
But there was a social media presence, and they say that since they knew each other, she was grooming him, and when he became of age, then they got together. But again,
What was you guys' opinion from the end of that?
my
episode?
opinion is prove it for one.
Okay.
For two, they're married and happy, so he's not going to say anything. Let them be. And honestly, if it was reversed, a 63-year-old or 4-year-old man and a 27-year-old
right.
woman, nobody would bat an eye at.
Right. If I was
Yeah.
63 and I'm not.
No, not yet.
Anyway, but
And
if
Rose, you understand. I mean, you've been
Oh
with
yeah.
older
I
men.
mean,
both of you.
I was 25 when I was with someone who was 60, but he didn't look like. Okay, I guess maybe I should show a picture.
I
what she
think the
looked like.
reason people are upset about this is because she is not conventionally attractive. And people will go, well, why the fuck is she with him? Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
They're together and for all intents and purposes, they love each other. Nobody said anything different. But I think that is why people are having such an issue with this problem, with this couple. And they're also putting it out there in front of everybody like, hey, look at us. They even have an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
yeah, I heard that too.
yeah. Even having
too bad.
OnlyFans.
I may have said some shit about that.
Go on,
Um,
Rose.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I want to get your reaction, Dave. Let me bring this.
Okay.
Up. Hold
Yeah.
on. I want to
do
get your
that.
reaction on this one. Let me bring this up. Let me. We'll do.
Did you go
this
find a
one.
picture? Did you go find some old pictures? Is that what you're doing?
I
No, she's gonna show you them together.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh,
so
Yeah.
you can see
Oh,
why
The
people are
OnlyFans?
not the
I
only
kind of-
fans.
No, because AC looked that up. I'm pretty sure he said for the update he was going to look that up, and here we are
I
at the
don't think we
update.
can show that.
Here we are at the update, and he has nothing about what the OnlyFans is about. I'm pretty sure he paid for that. No, I don't think he did. Don't quote me on that.
All
Hashtag
right.
Don't cancel AC. Go.
here we go. Ready?
All right. Yeah.
She was
37 when you were
37.
born. Yeah, so
Okay.
she's 37 years older than he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
here you go.
let's
Okay. Whatever.
play.
I remember this.
Now, there you go.
Oh, that's all I get.
Well, just so you
Well,
can see them.
so you can
Okay.
see,
And the
we don't want to get in trouble for the copyright.
No, oh yeah.
There we go. There we go.
yeah, we can mute it. What do you think, my love?
You know what? I think they
Oh, I
look
see.
happy.
I think
It
you know what, they're
seems-
happy, and if
It
that's
seems
what
like they
makes
both-
them, you
Oh.
know,
So this is kind of what we're talking about, though. I mean, instead of a surrogate, their pictures there are from his hall pass, correct?
yes, allegedly,
Because there's
this
no
is
way
from
they
his
can have a
hall pass.
surrogate.
This picture is not the hall pass.
No, that's definitely her.
Just pointing that out.
That's definitely the significant other there.
That's what they
Yes.
decided to. I'm going to give you a hall pass so you can.
Impregnate someone.
And that was the reasoning behind the hall pass.
Yeah, because
Ish?
he wanted a baby.
Okay.
And so she did, but obviously she can't have one. So
Right.
gave her a hall pass, and he went and had one. But apparently, the woman that he chose allegedly was
This
she
is the
was
update.
yeah, well, part of it because she also came on live talking about it, where she's like, "Look, they knew everything about me. They picked me out from the street. They, so she, she comes out, she tells him, but he's now allegedly saying that the surrogate, he keeps calling it surrogate, which is not. We know it's not, right?
It can't be.
There's no way. There's no way, right?
Biologically, it cannot be unless she had the wherewithal to freeze her eggs
Right.
before she was barren. I
Yeah.
mean,
So they're just using that term,
mhm.
but really
Yeah.
it's just okay, somebody else coming into whatever. But did she know that when
Yeah.
she was the hall pass, did she know I'm the hall pass and here's the reason I'm the hall pass?
Yeah.
Okay. And so
You know.
what's happening now?
Apparently she has a drug addiction. She was arrested. She's like saying, "Hey, now he's claiming that she's been extorting him for money for this baby." So, but allegedly now he's coming out saying maybe this baby isn't mine because you were screwing around some other people.
Geez, love, flippin' wheeze. It's going to be a whole new Maury episode. Only Maury's not even on anymore.
I know, right? Right?
I mean, his wife has been on Maury before. You've seen that, right, my love? You saw that part of the episode
I did.
where
I'm pretty sure
her son was on there.
I will be your new Maury Povich show.
This baby's Guatemalan.
Oh, that was her. Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do
yeah.
remember that. I
Dave's
do
gonna go,
remember
"Can
that.
you
that-
come
yeah.
Who's coming with me?"
Yeah, we've got bad videos of Maury. This is how it goes. I don't know.
I can just see Dave doing a new song.
Oh,
Yep. Anyway,
Yeah.
Nope, I'm good.
oh my Lord.
So the end of the I don't.
So
So
now-
the extra person that is in the I don't know what to call her. The extra person. All right. Is there something to play here or something we need to know from what he's saying? I see there's an arrow.
Yeah, so here's
right,
a little
let's
bit what
knock
he
that out.
says here. And I'll just fast forward a little bit here.
Okay.
Then I was there the whole 9 yards. I wrote her damn near every day, giving her affirmation, trying to make sure she feel well. I asked her, was she hungry all the time? Like, that's the thing. I'm there. I didn't miss appointments. She missed the appointment. I made the appointments. I did everything I was supposed to, regardless of what happened during the pregnancy. I didn't care. I still want to make it right. I was like, we still can, get you clean. We can do whatever we have to, this, that, whatever. Apparently that's an issue. But when you do it yourself, it's even better. I'm glad. I'm all for you doing it yourself. Like, literally, that's how it's supposed to be. Until a person won't do it themselves, they're not going to change. But I'm not here for any of that. It's just your family and your lawyers are trying to deem you mentally incompetent. And they the ones that's how you end up living with us. Like, if you want to find that story out, let's talk about that. How'd you end up moving in with me and Cheryl? Like, that's what I'm saying.
He moved in. She moved in.
Were they a
Yeah,
throuple?
apparently she did. I mean, this thing is trickling down and it's getting really nasty. Now she came out live and now her video's been taken down. Why we don't know. I will keep doing my research for you guys and let you know. Sorry.
You're fine.
Research that and let you guys know. But apparently she did come out and speak, and she's a really pretty young little girl. Like, I'm not saying young little. Because of my age, I always say, you know,
Right. I call anybody in their 20s kids.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
to AC's chagrin, I call anybody in their 20s kids because they are.
So how old is what do we call her? Unicorn? Because she moved in.
Right.
she
I don't know.
You're
Yeah.
right.
You're right.
Rose, you've heard of a unicorn, right?
Now we're gonna
No,
Papa
this
Cherry.
is gonna be a whole
Okay,
new
we're gonna
topic.
Papa Cherry
what?
here.
You got
So,
Okay, Papa Cherry, everybody, hold on, hold to your horses. Here we go.
Here's the unicorn, Cherry. Here, unicorn, sweetheart. Why don't you explain it?
so a unicorn is a single woman or man.
It's
who
also a
comes-
horse with one horn, but not that one.
who comes into a couple's relationship to, have sexual relations with them.
Because she wants to be the extra in the couple.
Right.
So
The
she's
unicorn.
the extra in the couple. She's the unicorn.
The
This
unicorn.
magical creature.
Oh,
Who doesn't
is
have
that
any
like sister wives?
not so much. Sister wives, I don't think they all have group sex. A unicorn is
No, that's Scientology.
Somebody-
Oops, wait, did I say that out loud?
or twin flames. We don't know.
Wrong one. Shit, damn it.
But a unicorn is a singular person who is not really into or not coupled up with somebody who comes into an already established relationship to be the third.
That's
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
I would assume it could be a guy or a girl,
It can.
although
It's
everything
usually a girl.
that's everything I've always read.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what a unicorn is.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Coming in
Got it.
play.
So is
if
that
you
what
were.
in this situation? Okay, that's not what happened. Obviously, they invited her. They didn't
It
want her in
seems-
bed with them, but they invited her. I would assume because she's having their baby. Put
She's
your own
having
music.
their baby.
Put your music on that. But she's having their baby, so they want to make sure she's fine. Is that why why
Yes,
they invited?
I believe they
We
did
can
to
assume?
make sure she
Yeah.
was fed and had a roof over her head to take care of said
Okay.
fetus.
Okay, and I don't know where they live, but he said mentally incontinent, so I'm going to assume central United States because he. Oh wait, he meant incompetent. He said incontinent. He said mentally incontinent. So I would assume Missouri or Nebraska or something like that. But okay, so anyway, where to go from there? Aren't you glad you have me on?
I
You
am.
thought- you thought I was just gonna AC you guys and just
No.
be opposite and just
You know
throw
what?
out the-
I'm digging it all. I love it.
Yes, this is
I love
great.
it. You know what? You know what I love? I mean, we're all, there's a lot of stories we do that are very serious and a lot of updates we do that are serious. But
Absolutely.
you know what? Once in a while, we gotta laugh. We gotta have a good time.
Yeah.
And
We do.
And it is
No.
okay to laugh even when they are serious because if
Yeah.
you can't laugh,
You're right. Also, this one ain't that serious.
No. This one isn't.
Oh,
However,
okay.
there are
I'll
some
try
of
to
them
be
that
nice. I'll try to be nice later. Please bring up Gypsy Rose for me.
Well,
I got some questions on Gypsy Rose. I hope you have an update.
I do, and I'm trying to look for the other side of that
Mm.
story. So let me tell you.
All right.
So there is an
Let's finish
influencer.
this.
This one. So that that ends there where she's coming out on her side, he's coming out on his side. He just wants to be part of the baby. She's trying to come out and say, hey, you guys are all lying. Like this isn't what it how it's going. This is
Right.
not how it went down. She's trying to make sure her side is clear. Where we're at.
And is she trying to keep the baby or is she, I mean, you mentioned that she's going through struggles with drugs or whatever it was.
dependency issues.
Right.
Yes.
Is she
Yeah.
trying to keep the baby or trying to say, give me
She's-
more money or what is she?
Apparently she's asking for more money.
Okay.
I mean, that tracks.
Wow.
So that's what allegedly she's claiming for more money. But we don't know because I mean she hasn't came back out and spoke on that yet. So as soon as I get that update and I actually can get that video before it
Stop,
gets taken
stop.
down, I'll let you know.
That tracks.
It does track. Stop it.
Fine.
Also, when you said, is she keeping the
Hashtag.
baby? I couldn't help but think of Papa Don't Preach.
So as we are doing this story, I
Yes.
just got an update, and you guys know how I
Ooh.
follow less Nina on TikTok, and she's also on YouTube. She's a big influencer, and she's been on Gypsy Rose's case,
Yes.
like a
I like
hawk.
her. Yes.
She's awesome. And she just now posted this 31 minutes ago.
Ooh, hot.
And
this is the hot tea.
You knew about this when we
Yes.
did the shot.
you know what? I feel like we're gonna need a shot soon after this.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, we might.
This is the hot tea, folks.
Okay.
And so I haven't listened to this, so we're gonna go ahead and play it, and let's get our reaction on this.
All right.
Okay, play.
She was finally arrested, and someone found the footage. Do y'all want to see it? Let's watch it.
Department of Homes and Insecurity, brother.
That's funny.
On this, but it was funny, y'all.
Okay, hold on.
Last night I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to make a video and tell them I have live footage just so that they."
There we go.
I really love her.
Hey,
I
hold
love
on.
her.
What's her name?
Flawless Nina.
Shout out to her for sticking it to us on this show.
That
was the thought police. I saw that joke. Man, that was classic. How do you guys get her on this show? I mean, Rose, you shout her out all the time.
I do. You know what? I don't know.
Reach out to her.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna reach out to her. But she's really invested in Gypsy Rose and Dee Dee and everything. Like, she's super, super invested, and they're coming for her now. They're coming for all her pages. She's got 2 more pages that she has. She's also a makeup influencer. So if anybody wants to learn about makeup, okay, go follow her. She does amazing work.
Are we talking about the person on screen right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, the makeup on this exact screen is not necessarily what she does in real life, or is it? I don't know. That's a bad picture, guys. Where that's frozen.
Where it's frozen.
Where it's frozen. That's just.
There's some shadows and things. Yes.
But she's really good otherwise, and she can make your eyebrows different shapes.
Yes.
All right, well.
I love it. I'm loving it.
We did.
So let me they're coming for her now.
Okay.
But she's really big on Gypsy Rose lying. Now, she allegedly had gotten allegedly, and she showed it. I'm just gonna say allegedly just to cover my ass. Gypsy Rose, when this whole thing came out with her revealing of the baby, right? Where she's like, "Oh, we're I'm having a little girl." She already knew. Gypsy Rose already knew. So this whole thing that they played was fake. It was just all to get the media. She already knew. So she showed the receipts on it where Gypsy Rose said, "Hey," and reached out to her personally and said, "Hey, I'm having a baby girl." Yes.
Whoa.
Now, yeah. There's a lot of things that Gypsy Rose is coming out now where she's saying that, you know what, Gypsy Rose is lying. She's really lying, and you guys, she's playing you all for a fool. And now she's coming for her.
Here's the deal. Of course she is. Of course she's fucking lying. Of course she is. She was groomed by her mother, and that's not an excuse. But her whole fucking life has been a fucking lie, and she probably lied back then and knew she was lying when her mom was telling her to.
Yeah.
Hot tea.
Yeah. And
it's the way we like our tea over here. Hot.
And it's just it's getting kind of nasty, but I'm loving how she's firing back, because she's like, all right, Dora. She's like, all right, Dora, come for me. I'm here.
Awesome.
I'm waiting. I love her. And if you're not following her, give her a follow on TikTok.
Absolutely.
I really love her. And she's really good. And she, like I said, she's really invested on Gypsy Rose.
If everybody, I mean, if somebody talks shit or calls you on your shit, you shouldn't be able to come after them and have their page taken down. I think it's bullshit that Gypsy Rose thinks, oh, I've got this, fame because my mom was such a shit. And now anybody who says otherwise can go, I'm going to just, take their page down and, fuck with their livelihood. Fuck off, Gypsy Rose.
Yeah.
But okay, so Gypsy Rose actually knows this person too, right?
Yeah, well,
Because
she
you
knows she's
said
a content creator.
So
Uh-huh.
Gypsy
and
Rose
she's
is coming
actually
out of
reached out to her before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
reach out to
content
her
creator's name
creator.
is, say it again, just so everyone can write down and actually go
It
follow her.
is-
Who is it?
It is a Flawless Nina.
Flawless Nina.
FLAWSE. I'm sorry, FA. Words are fucking
Flawless.
hard in letters apparently
Flawless.
now.
Flawless, the way it's spelled.
Flawless,
in English.
yes.
And then
Unless,
Nina, N-I-N-A.
LESSNINA.
N-I-N-A. Okay.
Yes.
So,
And then her
but-
second page has 2 A's at the end.
Oh, because and she might have to get a third page in the fourth, or you said she
Yeah.
asked for. So she's coming after take the page down just because she's talking shit about her.
Yes.
How does that? Okay, how's that a thing?
I mean, it's free speech. You should be able to do what you want.
I can
Well,
say
let me
anything
tell
I
you,
want.
there's something I found out
Hashtag.
through other podcasters and content creators that I found out this week, that I've been talking to, hopefully getting them on our show, that you can actually pay somebody on Instagram to take their pages down. There's a whole group
Oh,
that work for TikTok,
That
or
is-
not only
Hold
TikTok
on.
but Instagram, and
That
you
is
pay them a certain amount of
nefarious.
money,
I don't
and
like
they
it.
take your whole page.
I've actually
They'll delete
heard
it.
of. I've heard of that, and
I've seen it happen on Facebook with a page that I know isn't the correct person, and they took the actual person down, which is bullshit.
right, but she's not pretending to be Gypsy Rose.
No,
She just has a
No.
page that's just saying whatever she wants about Gypsy Rose,
Mhm.
which is what you're saying right now. So if Gypsy Rose decided to come after this page, then she could just take it down.
Yeah.
Or she
All
could
she has to
figure
do-
out if she pays enough to whatever.
Mhm.
Okay, well, that's
Wow.
kind
Money. Well, you know what? Money talks.
Mhm.
I've always said money talks on certain things.
of here.
Um,
Going
Especially on this.
when
type
it comes
of
to Instagram, TikTok, I mean, there's no tracing back to it, right? And if you're a TikTok creator and you have, or Instagram creator or a Facebook creator, you have your group of team, right? Who's to say
Right.
maybe, a couple, $200-300. Hey, you know what? Take down that 2 million followers down, blah, blah, blah. They'll shut that thing down and that's it. You're
That's
done.
why-
Wow.
That's why I always say hashtag don't cancel me on our show.
And please
I don't
hashtag
say-
don't cancel us on this one.
Hashtag don't cancel us. No, but for real, Gypsy Rose has been making money or using this. And let's be real, it's
Platform?
I guess, but it's her story.
For
She's been
tragedy.
using that to make herself popular and make money and whatever. And now that somebody's coming out just saying or calling her out or making jokes or whatever, doing the same thing, how is that a bad thing? I mean,
It's a threat.
it's a
It's-
bad thing to her, I guess, which is why I guess she's doing it. But how is that even possible that you can?
She's not going
cancel
to
one and
profit
not the
over
other?
somebody talking about her. She's going to profit over herself, creating her own narrative.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
remember,
we-
she can't profit off of the death of her mother because that
Right.
was so she
She
can
can't profit
off
over
of
the
it.
crime.
So
Yeah.
because it's her, she gets to profit off the story. But
Mhm,
anyone else that covers it, for example, us
mhm.
or Flawless Nina, if they profit off of it, that's bad. That's not allowed.
I mean, she says it's not allowed,
Okay.
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean it's not. I mean,
I don't know. We'll see if we get canceled.
let's
hold
do
on.
that shot we
hold
were
on.
talking
Or
about.
hold on.
Yeah,
If
you know what?
If this show
For
gets
sure.
canceled, we still got the other show. We're good.
This show ain't getting canceled.
This thing
This
gonna
show's the
cancel.
best one there is. You
It
guys
is.
are
It's
awesome.
pretty fucking great.
Where's AC?
It's
Doesn't
time for a
matter.
shot. It's really
Alright.
time for a shot.
All right.
All right, here we go. Cheers, everyone. Cheers to Dave coming on to our show tonight.
Yes.
Thank you for inviting me.
Cheers.
Didn't even bring Kermit this time. When you're done by the end
You
of
almost
the
made
show,
me. You almost.
Made you snort
almost
loud.
You almost made me spit that out when you said Kermit because I started thinking of the guy that I had this deal with.
Yes. We talked about that.
Yeah. And I totally forgot to send you that picture. I got to send it to you.
Yeah, you totally do.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't.
But yeah.
You can't just tease that and not tell the audience.
No.
Okay.
We
At least
told
tell
them
the-
on Monday's show about a guy.
Okay. Good
So
enough.
I
must have
was
missed that.
so what happened is that I had an arrangement with somebody that if I couldn't find anything better and if I wasn't married by a certain date or time, I would marry this gentleman that was named Kermit. So
His
every time you bring
actual last name was Kermit.
yes. So
Okay,
every
that's
time
good.
you bring up Kermit, your frog,
You think
just-
of this dude? Do they look alike at all?
yes, they do. They're
Yeah.
probably the same height too.
Aw.
They're probably
Kermit-
the same height.
Kermit, if you're listening right now, see, I called him Kermit. Did you call him Kermit? Just
No.
out of curiosity. And no? Okay, good.
I call him Kermit.
Groot is so much better than Kermit. I'm just saying.
Oh yes,
Groot's
yes,
badass, and he's
absolutely.
tall, and Kermit's short. And anyway, I did not know about that. I must have missed that completely. All right.
Yeah, so he's he so that was my arrangement that I have, and I was gonna move to Kentucky.
Oh, see, 3 strikes right there. Kermit, Kentucky, and Kermit's cousin that lives in Kentucky. That is, and you're not cousins though, right? It's not your cousin.
No,
Okay,
no,
we're
not.
good. So anyway, Sam, I am.
He was my he was
yes.
my ex-husband's best friend.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's strike number 3.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I didn't know about all that, and we probably shouldn't dive any deeper. How about we just jump back to headlines?
Let's do
How about
headlines.
as soon as you said Kentucky, and I'm like, oh, okay, hold on, let's go back. I'm sorry. As soon as she did that, my brain went. It's just what it did. As soon as you said
Yeah.
Kentucky, even though that technically is, I'm pretty sure Georgia. Anyway, go. Hazard County's in Georgia, right?
Yeah, I
All
think
right,
so.
good. All right.
So
What
those
we
are
got?
the 2 updates I have.
Okay.
That they're up to date, that I have. Anything else that I come up with that I see, I'll make sure I'll bring it up to you guys and let you know what's going on and what's going on with Nina, Flawless Nina, on her side. And like I said, it's gonna get nasty. It really is gonna get nasty.
We need that to happen on this show. So,
Yeah.
Flawless Nina,
We're calling you
reaching out to you right now.
Everybody
wanna
tag her in the
have-
comments.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody who's listening, tag her in the comments.
Tag her in the comments. Flawless Nina versus. We just make it a versus. What's the other bitch's name?
Gypsy Rose.
Yeah, I don't like her. I really don't like her. Anyway,
I'm right
yeah.
there with you.
Well, we just we make it a versus. We let them come on the show, and Rose, you are the referee because you have to make sure everything's fair. Sam, you are the announcer. You just
Let's get
round,
ready to rumble.
round by round,
Right?
and we get both of them, and just let's find out
No
here,
hitting
guys.
below the belt.
Let's
Yeah.
find it out here on the Roses Are Red podcast.
Yeah.
Gypsy Rose, the roses are red. See how it fits right in?
It sure does.
Jump on here, and you would think we got your back, or they do. I'm not even on this show. I'm really not. And Flawless Nina, let's come on. Do
By
a
the way,
show.
everybody, Dave is the one who does all the backsides of the scenes that you see everything. Dave is the one that handles all that. So
I'm normally not in front of the camera, actually, except on our show.
Yes.
And now we know why. All right, I'm muting myself, sweetheart. How was your day? No, I'm just
no,
joking.
that's not till
Yesterday, 4 days ago.
yes.
All right, anyway, go.
But I do have a couple of news stories, but we'll do this for a headline. A woman who said she legally killed a sex trafficker gets 11 years in prison. So a Milwaukee woman, bear with me here.
oh, Milwaukee. I've been to
Mil-
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. It is. Never mind. I just totally Wayne's rolled that.
Yeah, it is. Well played. Good callback.
Yes. So a Milwaukee woman who said she was legally allowed to kill a man because he was sexually trafficking her has been sentenced to 11 years in prison after pleading guilty to a reduced count of reckless homicide. A Kenosha County judge on Monday sentenced Crystal, spelled, sorry, Chrystul, Kaiser, Kizer. Just because they're spelled differently, that's just odd to me.
Okay, in case you want to look it up later.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. To 11 years of initial confinement, followed by 5 years of extended supervision in the 2018 death of Randall Volar, who was 34. She was given credit for 570 days, which is about a year and a half of time served. The judge did not make goodness gracious, did not make Kaiser eligible to participate in an early release program at the Department of Corrections, and she should be released in 2033, because math is hard.
Good. Otherwise, she'd be out right now.
I know.
And probably over here saying no. Anyway, go.
According to the Wisconsin State Public Defender's Office, so Kaiser had pled guilty in May to second-degree reckless homicide in Volar's death, allowing her to avoid trial and possible life sentence. Prosecutors say that Kaiser shot Volar in his Kenosha home in 2018 when she was 17 years old, and that she had burned his house down and stole his BMW. So Kaiser was charged with multiple counts of first-degree intentional homicide, arson, car theft, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. She's now 14. Sorry.
She was 40. She's now 41.
She's now 24.
Okay, I thought she was 41.
65. Sorry.
Sorry. Ray, how old is she?
Yeah, she's
72.
She's now 24.
Okay.
And said she met Volar on a sex trafficking website. He had been molesting her and selling her as a prostitute over the year leading up to his death. So from 16 to 17, he had been prostituting her and molesting her. She told detectives that she shot him after he tried to touch her. Her attorneys said that she couldn't be held criminally liable for any of it under the 2008 state law that absolves sex trafficking victims of any offenses committed as a direct result of being trafficked. Most states have passed similar laws over the past 10 years, providing sex trafficking victims at least some level of criminal immunity. Prosecutors countered that Wisconsin legislators couldn't possibly have intended for protections to extend to homicide. Anti-violence groups flocked to Kaiser's defense, arguing in court briefs that trafficking victims feel trapped and sometimes feel as if they have to take matters into their own hands. The state Supreme Court ruled in 2022 that Kaiser could raise the defense during the trial. This is interesting because if they have that law saying that anything that you do to get away from your trafficker is okay, yet they have convicted her and she has to serve at least 11 years because homicide doesn't fall within that. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, she was 16 when they started trafficking her. However, she was found on a website. So
it's kind of hard. It's one of those 50-50 Russian roulette. You know what I mean? It's like a Russian roulette type of question.
Or like a chicken and the egg, right?
Yeah.
First.
she's 16. And in some states, I know here in California for a fact, is an age of consent. And I know that for a fact because of shit that, we'll go
because you have
into
kids.
that, but because I have kids,
Oh, I know that for a fact, and we also won't go into that. Okay, go.
Yeah.
Back then it was.
That's what I meant. I meant in the 80s. Anyway, go.
It's hard.
It is.
It is hard. And I guess, does it come down to does it fall? Where is it? the judge who's doing this, is it now, are we doing because of the law, or are we doing it because of the what's right? I mean, what we know is right on based on feelings and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where do we go on this?
I don't know. I mean, really, to me, I mean, if they have a law in place that says, hey, any sex trafficking victim, whatever they do to get away, we're gonna absolve. They have immunity, and then they go, but never mind, we didn't mean homicide. I feel like that they're changing the rules all of a sudden, you know. However, do we know that she no, that's a slippery
I mean,
slope.
she's still a child, regardless.
She was
It's a
also
slippery
6
slope because
yeah,
she's a child.
she was 17 when she committed the crime. But here's the thing, I can see the murder, not unaliving of the person who was harming her, but then catching fire to their home and stealing their BMW. Was there a little bit more planning coming into this? What do you think, my love?
Well, oh, me.
Mm-hmm.
I think I love that unaliving word, but you could just say hashtag don't cancel me. Here's what
They're dead now.
You're dead now. There's a difference between the whole thing is, it doesn't matter what the age of consent is. The whole thing is sex trafficking. And if that is what she was involved in, then she should kill the fucker. So, yeah, or unalived the fucker.
I mean,
so,
you can say kill him.
All right.
Fine.
Well,
I mean,
all right.
but
Well, then that's the side I follow. If she was actually
being
trafficked
abused
and abused and in that situation, I don't care if she's 21 or 15. There's a difference also, but she was still in that situation. You don't, after going through something like that, you don't necessarily have the mental capacity to be. And so I guess I applaud Wisconsin for saying you can do whatever
unless it's homicide.
Happened. But that's where I was gonna. But whatever should also include that because
again, you don't feel like you can get away.
You don't, and you do whatever you can. And so congrats to her. And if she's still in prison, let her out because
okay, so let me ask you this question.
Okay.
Let me ask you, Dave, this question. We did a story on a couple weeks ago about these 3 gentlemen, 2 brothers and a friend. I don't think you remember, but I can't remember the name, but there was
is mom gonna be mad that you called them gentlemen?
I you know what? I call them gentlemen
anyway.
because here's the thing. And I respect them because their sister, I believe, was 9 years old, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Was raped by their stepdad.
Okay.
And they unalived the father.
The stepdad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the stepdad. They actually took him out and unalived him. So now they're doing time, right? And their sentencing is coming up here soon. It's actually coming up, I believe. If it hasn't happened, it's coming up soon.
Right.
That the 2 brothers and a friend unalived him. Do you believe they should be? I personally, I'm going to say this. I personally do not believe they should be in prison because they saved an innocent person. Did they take it too far? Yes. They took it too far. Yes. But the system sometimes, and from personal experience, sometimes does not
work.
Yes. Yes. So do you think on this, especially with this young woman, do you think that they should do any time? Do you think they should do any time?
Should they do some time because they unalive somebody? Never thought I'd say that word, but okay. Because they hashtagged anyway. Should they do some time? Because obviously it had to be premeditated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was premeditated. They decided they were going to do this. Should they do any time? Is that the question?
Yes.
No, because that motherfucker probably would have done it to somebody else. They should be let out right now. I don't think they should be given medals or anything and be cheered upon, but Hashtag don't cancel me. I see. I don't have an opinion on our show. We try to keep our show non-opinions.
This is a fun.
This
This
is
is why
tough for
I
me.
enjoy this show.
No, hold on.
This is why I like.
I know
this
is why I don't like to do this. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't get any time at all. They should be let out and somebody buy them a pizza. No,
I agree. I agree with you.
They made
they took someone, a scumbag.
And I hate to, hashtag don't cancel it. Hashtag scumbag. Whatever. No,
you don't have to hashtag anything. Just say your opinion.
They shouldn't. They should get out because they saved.
They didn't. This poses, and let me pull.
They saved people in the future. And you can say it's revenge for what happened to their, you said sister, right?
Yeah, stepsister, yeah.
Okay, so their stepsister, maybe they're getting revenge and whatever, but
this is vigilanteism.
Sometimes I am.
Let me pull an AC. So are you saying
AC ain't here? Hang on.
Let me pull an AC. Do you think being a vigilante should be condoned?
Let me get my hat. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you feel like a vigilante should be condoned? I mean, here's the thing. I mean,
it depends on what it is. When it comes to something
devil's
like that,
advocate.
I know that's what you're doing.
No. I guess what I'm trying to say, both sides of the coin here.
Does he deserve a trial? Is that where you're going with that?
No. Quit fucking talking because I need to finish a thought. Okay. So we know this has happened and they vigilanted and took care of the problem. And I think that's fine. But what happens if we suspect something happened and somebody vigilanted and unalive somebody for that reason? Now, again, this situation was true where the person had committed the crime. But what happens when somebody speculates and people
set precedent
set out a lynch mob for the person that didn't commit the crime
or potentially didn't?
Right.
That we don't know yet because they don't have their their day. In court.
Yeah. They were in court 7/16 of 2024. And they did plead not guilty.
I mean, in that respect, I think they should. It was more of a the little could not protect themselves and they had to jump in. However, what if it was somebody, not a little, maybe it was an adult that had a situation with somebody. This is just, again, me playing devil's advocate because we don't have that person here, and I'm going to do that
here, and I'm just making fart jokes. Yes,
no. But what if we had somebody who accused somebody of something, and people took it upon themselves to right that wrong, even if that person was lying?
Rose.
Look, I'm going to say, if you're guilty for what you did, and
an eye for an eye, right?
And I, you know what? I'm an eye for an eye. You know what? You did this shit.
Pay the price.
Exactly the way you paid it. Exactly the way you fucking did that person wrong.
Pay. Yes.
And you know what? But see, I'm the type of person that I might not do it now. I creep up on you. I'm a creeper.
Rose and I are very similar in this respect.
I'm a creeper. I'm gonna wait until you're on your lowest point, and
you're
then
gonna pounce.
Fuck you. Yeah, I'm gonna wait, and then I'm gonna fuck you really hard. Trust me. I'm gonna make sure you bend over. No, you know what? I just said that wrong. Never mind.
Wait, and then I'm gonna fuck you really hard in the asshole.
I heard what you meant.
With no lube, because that's what you deserve. That's exactly what I heard.
Yeah, you fucked me. I'm gonna fuck you back. You know what I mean?
Harder and
yeah.
Hurtier.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
I guess hurtier.
That's what I said.
We'll let that marinate. We'll let it marinate just a bit. Hurtier.
Rose, if you need to step away for a second, we can take it for. I got your message like forever ago.
harder, and like.
Honey, I love you. I'm sorry if you listen to this. or anybody of my husband. Sorry, but you know what?
Harder and like 40 cattle. Herdier.
No lube.
Just don't bend over and touch soap.
Right? Was that a Navy joke? I was in the Navy.
No, it was a jail joke.
Oh, they make the same jokes for the Navy. Okay, just to, yeah, we are. Yes, I'm a squid.
I mean, you know what, sweetheart, my daughter. I know you're married to a squid. Love you, love your husband.
Squids are good. Anyway, sweetheart, and I'm Sam. I'm talking to you this time. No, you make a valid point, because if we're going to, we can't just go back to the olden days where we just lynch mob justice,
Right, without
keeping in mind keeping in mind though what, and it does potentially set, all right, well, if this is acceptable and we just let these people off, it does set precedence for, all right, well, if these people get off for this, well, obviously it was premeditated, and we can't necessarily allow that.
But we can't, I mean, not in every situation can we, I mean, these kids that did this knew this was happening to their
that needs to come into play,
right,
in the sentencing or in whatever.
Yeah, that would break my heart.
How do you prove that they knew, or how do you prove that happened? How do you prove that they knew it was coming into play? How do you prove
they could say,
as this is unfolding, right? Let me bring some more into light. As this is unfolding, there's also allegations, allegedly, that there are other people that are coming forward that the stepdad didn't just do it to her. There's more than that. So they're coming out to light, which is good, right? But now these kids have already been locked up for now a good period of time. You know what? I'm sorry, but I just don't think
there should be an appeal.
I think they, you know what? I think they did a Batman move and got fucked.
Well, and honestly,
they try to save the world. They try to save the world.
Right, no, I understood what you meant.
I was going to grab my mask.
I understood what you meant, and in the respect of, as far as when you talk about self-defense, right? If somebody comes at you and you claim self-defense and you kill someone, they are coming at you with, force that could make you dead, so you react in that same force, right? In this instance, in this scenario, even though I don't agree with I agree with what I'm saying because it's logical. I don't exactly agree with
the outcome,
how it should be. So in the instance of somebody inflicting SA on somebody and all, is it equal and opposite force to kill someone? Because that is how they say self-defense. So if somebody is coming at you, you have to come back to them with equal and opposite force, right? Meaning if they come at me with a knife, and even though with the intention of killing me, I can take out a gun and shoot them because my life was in danger. In this instance, it's the people who, or the kids who had inflicted the unaliving of this man, they were not in killing of this man.
You guys are so cute.
Shut the fuck up. So I'm trying to make a fucking I'm trying to say this. So in the instance of this, they were the kids that inflicted this crime, so to speak, on the man. They were not in peril. Now, they technically were not.
You're right.
Now, they were defending a defenseless 9-year-old, right? She was 9.
Not at that exact time. They weren't defending.
But they were preventing it from happening again. But in the eyes of the letter of the law, this doesn't count as the self-defense, which
it's not.
there should be a caveat to such law of, if I know this is happening to said person, I should be able to
God, I
do
agree
this, right?
with you, and I accidentally went down a slippery slope. You're right.
I'm not wrong.
No, you're
No.
correct, because that's a slippery slope either,
It is
whichever
a
way you
slippery
pick.
slope. And I'm saying these kids were right for defending
No,
their
I agree.
sister.
And the pissed off me said, "Kill that motherfucker." Sorry,
Well, me
unalive
too.
that, and unalive that.
We can say all that
gentleman,
shit.
Whatever.
But what I'm saying is in the
but you're
letter
right.
of the law,
You're right.
they technically should go down for homicide, but
Technically, yeah.
morally they should not.
Ah.
It's a sticky situation. I
I'm
get
not
it.
wrong here.
No. And you
Rose-
know, like I said, here's her brothers, you know, and people,
feel
you
so
know, you've
bad
got
for
people
them.
going, drop the charges.
They should. Honestly,
you
I
know,
think they should.
let them free.
How-
Charges should be
how long have
dropped.
how long have they been in for?
They're still in 729, so they've been in for a
Since
while.
July.
Okay,
July.
so this literally happened months ago.
Just a couple.
And,
So
and
Or
here's
a
the thing, people are saying it's the court's fault. This is what happens when you get more jail time for abuse than animal
Yes.
than
Abusing
do-
a child.
a
Yes.
child. Free them. There, I mean, if you go down and down, everybody's saying drop the charges, let them free. You know, the system failed all of those girls, and now failing the 3 dudes, you know, 3 heroes, let them go.
I think if I didn't almost say those words, I think I meant to almost say those words.
No, and I guess that's what I was saying.
But they still did kill or unalive a person. Sorry.
They did. And
They did.
again, by the letter of the law, were
The world
they
is better off for it, though. I'm gonna stick by it.
I'm
Letter
not-
of the law,
I'm
they're
not
guilty and they'll
saying-
probably go to jail. But they were protecting their sister, and they're protecting all the other innocents that it could have happened to next. Might be popular or unpopular. Just I hate.
I
picking
say let them
sides,
free.
but
Let
yeah,
them go.
I
let them
agree.
free,
Go.
and they already
Let them
fried that
go.
dude, but not fried
Yeah.
him, but whatever. They do, so. That dude should have been fried. If they could have figured out a way to do that, maybe that's
But
the way
here's
to
the
go.
deal. I mean, it's so hard to
Prove.
even prove what's going on.
Yeah.
And as the parent,
Yeah,
the justice
that's where I'm
system
coming
is
from.
not set up to, I mean, it is kind of to help the child, but I mean, they come in and are like, oh, they're probably, whatever.
Yeah,
All right.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
the law
both
is
of
the
you.
law, and
The law is
No.
the law. And I think that they did what they
Sometimes they
should. Yeah.
you know,
This
just
right here is
bend it a little bit.
this right here is why our show is a dick jokes show. You guys get deep on this show, man. This is why I didn't want to come on, but
But I'm not wrong in my
I'm having
thoughts.
fun. No, you're 100%
I totally Richard
right.
Nixon this.
Okay,
You
so I
did.
got another show for you. I got another show for you here, or another headline, I should say.
All right. hit it.
A
One
Texas
headline.
woman jailed for spending almost $1.2 million to give away on TikTok.
What the fuck?
Okay, let's
Yeah.
hear the rest.
Texas woman was sentenced for 35 years in prison after being found guilty of stealing $1.2 million. And actually, let me just share my screen right here. $1.2 million of
Was it the TikTok fucking things? I think I saw this. Like the tokens and shit.
no, money.
No.
Money.
Okay.
This is actual
monies.
Yeah, her name is Stacy Blackmun, at 39, was convicted of 2 theft charges for over 30,000
300.
after she began, or 300,000 after she began stealing money from a former employee. I want to know. This is what I want to know. How the hell do you get away with $30,000?
How do you steal $300,000 from on TikTok? I don't.
No. She
no.
stole
She
this from
stole
her
from a company.
employer.
But and she put it on TikTok.
On TikTok to give
Yeah.
away as gifts. So, and TikTok, a lot of people do battles,
Right.
and you make money, right? So she stole this money to
Okay.
give to them.
Oh. What
Yes.
a Robin Hood motherfucker. That's
Right?
awesome. Man.
Um,
Let her out too.
Well, from the rich
From
and
the
give
rich
to the
and give to
poor.
the poor. Fucking love Robin Hood.
right? South Lake Home Construction Company and her late boss, a senior partner who unexpectedly
Aw.
passed away.
He's dead now. He's unalive now.
He's alive now, so
Mm.
prosecutor alleged that black man began embezzling funds in 2019, stole money from her late boss bank accounts, and used the company credit cards to spend 900,000 on TikTok coins, as reported by NBC5 Dallas Fort Worth. After she was convicted of the two theft charges, she received 35 years sentence for each
What?
to be served continuously.
Okay,
Seriously.
hold on. I got one thing to say.
I have
or
one thing after that.
twice.
Go.
There are people who hurt children or unalive people that get less fucking time.
Okay. I'm going to explain it based on my question. What's her name again?
We don't know.
Stacy.
What's her last name?
Blackman.
Okay. Blackman, Texas.
Yes.
35 years for bullshit. All right. Yeah, I get it. Now I understand. Blackman, Texas.
Oh, Jesus.
You already did there, fuckers?
Yeah, I do.
Also, Sam, on the last
She
one,
wasn't-
you said something about inflicting SA, and I didn't know what you said.
Sexual
'Cause-
abuse.
Oh, okay, because SA to me is something Rose understands. And I write SA?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to take a break. You guys keep going. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Blackman was arrested and indicted in 2022 after her late boss daughter contacted police regarding the missing funds from her trust fund, and her former employer discovered the money was going to TikTok, according to an affidavit acquired by NBC5.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, this is crazy, because you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I have seen personally people that have gone to debt to do these
Sending-
TikTok
Yeah.
or wars, like the wars that they do. They're in there saying, "Hey, you know what? Send me whatever you need to send me, everything, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna unfollow you if you don't send me a galaxy." Da, da, da.
Oh, geez.
I mean, they go hard.
$900,000.
No,
That or
1.2 million.
Okay. So that's insane. I mean, to spend and embezzle out of a company? What?
1.2
But to get
million.
that much time, again, like I said, how many just the chick I said in the first fucking story where she was being sex trafficked, and she got 11 years for homicide, and this person is now getting 35 years for embezzling money. I think our priorities are wrong here. I mean, I'm not saying that the one in my first story should be it should get more sentencing. I don't think she should, because of the because of everything. However, I don't think you should get 35 years for taking money from a rich guy.
I mean, I'm looking at these comments. It says, "No, not Stacy. She was the best gifter." Of course, she was the fucking best gifter. Fuck, you know. Shit, I wish I would have met her. Shit, I'd be doing a lot of
Yeah, let's
by
do that.
now. Right. Another one said, "Stacy, you got what you wanted. You are now famous. The government got mad because they didn't get it. 35 years is harsh. When people convicted for murder often get less than 20
Exactly
years."
what I said.
There you go. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Wrong one. That was
Hey, I do that all the time on our show.
That was for AC. I've got that
That
story
was.
for AC. I can't wait till he comes back because I've got that story. Actually, you know what? I maybe should show it to see what Dave's reactions on that one.
I'm
Oh,
not
you should.
sure.
You should. You should.
You know what? So
Ugh.
this is what this lady got, right? You know,
Okay.
boo hoo,
Uh-huh.
cry me a river. You fucked up. You spent all the money. Okay, now you get 35 years. Okay, I don't know what to say on this because I don't know. I just don't know.
Steal from the rich, give to the poor. That's Robin
Yeah.
Hood. That's today's Robin Hood. I'm fine with
Yeah,
it.
doesn't suck. 35 years is
Yeah,
harsh.
let her
Yeah,
out. Let her out.
35 years is a little harsh.
It's based on as I was walking out, I heard both as I was coming back in. 35 years is way harsh for that. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
That's
35 years is
whatever.
harsh.
And it's not like she kept it and for herself and went on vacations and and was like, oh, I'm gonna give myself $35 million. I'm gonna give the shit out. Granted, she's it's a way to become popular or whatever. We should have thought.
Shit, at that point, I should have kept it for myself, right? Fuck.
Right.
1.2
Just
million.
keep it. You don't need to be famous. Just move to wherever. And
yeah. All right. Here's the other one. Are you ready for this, Dave?
I'm not sure I am. Should we wait for Sam on this or?
Well, let me update you.
Okay.
Last Monday we talked about JoJo Siwas, which is
from here in Omaha, from here in Nebraska.
Yes.
JoJo
Siwa, she wanted to collab with Gypsy Rose.
Okay,
so
that tracks.
What?
JoJo Siwa wanting to collaborate with Gypsy Rose.
Yes,
that
yes.
That's all I gotta say.
It totally does.
Okay, go on.
So we kind of went down this rabbit hole with her, right? So she recently had a concert and she was upset that people were boo-hooing her, weren't loud enough, they weren't cheering her. She even said, I think kindergartners or whatever are more when I was on Dancing with the other show she was on.
Dance Moms,
yeah,
right?
she had more people that were more cheerful and eventful,
Well, yeah, because the kindergartners are excited about that.
Crap kids,
Anyway, go on.
Kids, right?
Go on. I know. Go on.
You're
asking a 50-plus-year-old man about JoJo Siwa. I'm not going to be on her side on whatever this is. Continue. Go. No, and
see the next clip, and
please.
as you know what, I'm just gonna let it go. Here we go.
Yeah, let's just see it.
Just booed me. Where the did that come from? Which one of you? Which one of you? Respectfully, you.
I feel like she's trying to be Miley Cyrus.
I was yeah.
But Miley Cyrus did it authentically.
Who actually booed her? And just an old dude or whatever?
I don't know.
Who actually,
Whoever.
whatever.
Somebody did.
I mean, you know what? But right here, I don't like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't.
I honestly think she's trying to be Miley Cyrus on it, and unauthentically Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus back in the day was like, I'm going to shed my Hannah Montana persona.
And she did it on purpose and tried to become someone.
Well, right. And she did. And she honestly, I'm not, I like Miley Cyrus and I like her music. I do. I mean, I'm not, I actually took Sabrina, my oldest, to a concert when my daughter was 13. And I was like, holy shit, what did I do this? But she did. We've talked about Britney Spears breaking from the mold. We've talked about many of a child, a star, breaking Aguilera, but Britney Spears did it very. This one. There we go. I was like, oh,
right,
sorry.
I like really.
Britney Spears shaved her head. She did all these things. She was like, "Fuck this image," right?
But Britney Spears never went on her stage and told people
to fuck off.
Yeah.
At least
I don't
said,
believe
if you don't like it. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna do what I want. I mean,
Britney, when she did the head shaving thing, it wasn't to make a new persona. It's because she was
No,
going
she
through
was
mentally.
tired of it.
Yeah.
She was, and it was getting to her.
I've often said I understand that shaving
Okay,
of the head.
But it wasn't to graduate to the next.
No,
next
I
person.
think Jojo Siwa
Okay.
is
Trying too hard.
Yes, trying too hard.
I think she's
I
trying
need to get
really
rid
too
of
fucking hard.
whatever persona I have, and if you don't fucking like it, whatever. But I don't think she means that when she says "fuck you for booing me." I think she's like, "Why don't you love me?" Everybody's loved me my whole life. My mom opened a studio for just me to dance 8 hours a day to make me popular. And then other people in Omaha fucking came to the studio because they thought they'd be popular too. But it was just for me. And you all need to fucking love me. That's exactly what the fuck she's doing. I'm sorry. This is.
You know what? No, I agree with you. I honestly think Jojo Siwa is trying to find that trend with all the other celebrities that kind of have gone downhill, but they've gone naturally downhill. Like Britney was naturally downhill. With like Selena Gomez, it was naturally downhill with everything that was going on. It was the same thing like Justin Bieber. It was naturally gone downhill. It wasn't like, let me put myself out there.
Let me create this narrative that I'm a bad girl.
I'm trying to be a bad girl.
Even though I'm not.
Can I
Yes, my love.
Just jump in real quick
Yes.
and tell you the difference? Here's the difference. We are to a point in our lives where finding a trend is apparently more important than actually having a fucking talent. Christina Aguilera went through that and broke out in her way because guess what? She's talented. So she needed to break out from the child star that she was to prove to people I'm actually talented. Britney did the same thing, different circumstances and everything else. She did go through some mental things that she
still is,
but right.
Yeah.
Right. And but even Miley's very talented. Jojo Siwa is exactly what you said, trying to find a trend. There's no talent there. She's an idiot. And so this is what she's doing.
She can do the choreography people put to her.
Perfect.
But there's no
perfect.
You know what? I'm going to be honest.
That's all she has.
I have littles.
But the important part of this is nowadays it doesn't apparently matter if you have talent. It matters if you can be trendy or if you do something that can be that get followers and get the likes and the hits and the whatever. And you know what? It's annoying. I'm even though Jojo, whatever her name is, Siwa, I know her damn name, is from here. Okay, she was on Dance Moms and she's been coddled and everything her entire life and given a show and what. I'm not saying she can't dance.
I'm not saying that. We have not a firsthand, but a very close.
We did
with Alex being in dance. I don't know if you remember back when you and I first got together.
I know
people talking about her mom has the studio for her. She dances 8 hours a day. She doesn't have to go to school anymore. They had this whole competition group because of this one little girl who, okay, she can she dance? Yes.
Yep.
She can dance, but you know what?
But is that
hold on?
Is she talented? No.
She did dance. And I feel
Correct.
that she's
Well
lost
played.
herself.
Good point. Good
I
point.
agree.
She
Good
did
point.
when she was younger. She's lost herself on trying to be something that, and I'm not saying her sexuality, whatever.
I don't even care about that.
No, I don't even know about that. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but just in case anybody wants to come for me, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
no. She has gone out there
performance.
saying that
performance-wise,
I'm a new thing. I'm a gay pop star. It's gay pop is what she says, like K-pop or whatever. And it's nothing new. How many artists have done it before? Here's what I. Okay,
I think
I'm just gonna fucking say it.
She just jumps onto what's trending.
Her parents made her feel like she was the very best person in the whole fucking world. And now that people aren't fucking going along with her parents' narrative. Now she's fucking throwing a fit. She's a spoiled little fucking bitch who fucking has talent as far as dancing goes, but has no fucking personality. I'm gonna fucking say it. Well, you can't buy a fucking personality.
I honestly think for me, back then, yes, she was an amazing dancer growing up.
Of course she is.
Fucking amazing dancer. Now,
you can't ride on the coattails
of others.
Talent takes you so far.
Yeah.
Your actual moral compass, and not even moral compass, that's not actually what I mean. Your personality and the way you handle things takes you further. And she is trying to still ride the coattails of her childhood fame.
Yeah, absolutely.
With no fucking personality behind it. Yeah, she has.
Because like I said, all these other people, it was natural. These downfalls were natural. They weren't laid out.
Spoiled little bitch.
You know what? You nailed it right there.
No, I'm not lying.
We can't go any further.
You nailed it.
I'm not lying. She's a spoiled little fucking bitch.
Right. You know what? You nailed it right there. I just,
you know what?
I feel bad for her in a sense where, girl, you're trying too hard.
I feel bad for her for what her parents did to her. But
you know what? No, I feel bad for her. It's like, girl, you're trying too hard to be something that you're not, to be trending that you're not. Be yourself for one.
Be you, boo.
Be you. Yeah. Be you, boo boo. And we'll see more of you. Like, but I feel like she is trying too hard.
If she was her authentic self, much like, and I don't mean to keep referencing Miley Cyrus, but she truly ended up being her authentic self. I mean, she has, I think she's very talented. She sings very well. She always, once she got out of the Hannah Montana shit, she was like, this really is who I am. And like it or not, that's who I am. She wasn't trying to shove it in your face. Now, there were some things that were very shove in your face as far as this is how I am. This is what my sexuality is. This is what I want to do. But it wasn't, fuck you, you booed me.
But you know what? There's something I respect about Miley Cyrus, that she kind of went crazy, but not as much. Do you know what I mean? Like and maybe because she had Dolly Parton as her godmother, Dolly Parton was very,
how awesome is that? I didn't know that.
No,
is that
for real? Yeah, it is for real.
Okay, no wonder she's fine.
I mean,
but
shit. And then Dolly, I mean, there's a lot of things that I didn't know about Dolly Parton that she's kept hidden. That I was
that she had an open relationship, and what is on the road stays on the road. That's how Dolly was. I mean, of course
she had, and then all the
I didn't know that. So her and Kenny,
yeah,
okay,
anyway, yeah.
And
I like it.
Anyway, and that's the way I always imagined it. But,
but the same thing, like like Dolly Parton, she has things that are hidden, that are mysterious.
But she doesn't go out on stage and goes, "Fuck you! You need to see what I blah 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 blah." You know what I mean? And that was a shitty.
But I feel that's where the entitlement comes in. Now the new generation are entitled.
You said it exactly. The entitlement. You figured out the words I needed to say.
Thank you, because that's exactly what was going into my head, or that I was trying to put out my mouth. It did not work.
Me either.
It's the entitlement of this younger. Now, also, as I say this, guys, like, subscribe, please. Share this with a friend. No, but that's the trendy part is what now people want, and it doesn't really necessarily matter.
You're not,
if you are talented, they just think I'm entitled to this.
No,
and
here's the thing,
and they throw out these things that
you're not entitled to anything ever. You should work to strive to get what you want.
Well,
you are not entitled to anything.
We didn't teach our kids that with fucking 9th place ribbons. So, all right. And hey, good job.
Do you know what I mean? We've all struggled. We've all gone through our roads to say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to fucking do that with you. And I'm not going to fucking do that with you or you, because guess what? Nothing is for free, first of all.
You don't deserve it.
Right.
And 2, you got to earn what you want in life. Respect, loyalty, honor,
all of it.
All of it. Things. You have to earn that shit to be able to get to where you want to be in life. That shit ain't like it ain't free, but a lot of the new generation feel that it is
I don't know
free.
what it is.
That it's owed to them when they have not put
Like-
any work into it.
Like I'm supposed to give you what I fucking worked hard for the past 40 years and give it to you for fucking free. No,
Nope.
babe.
You
Work for
fucking
free.
work.
And you know what I went through personally, and from someone that I won't mention names, somebody that I know, during the inheritance of everything when he passed away, um I was excited when everything went to the church. When
Yeah.
everything went to the church, I was like, fuck you. You know what I mean? I was sitting back, I'm like, oh, if you didn't do
Exactly.
anything, and it's the same thing like I tell my parents now. I tell my parents every day, you know what? Go fucking gamble all the shit that you have. I'll
Yeah,
take
spend
care
your
of you.
money. I don't need it.
Yeah, take a trip.
Yeah.
Do
Take a
it.
trip. Go spend it. Go do. I mean, my dad's 75 years old. My mom's 75. They're both 75. My mom's still,
Agreed.
she goes around and she still cleans house. My dad's still a gardener. Go fucking, you're 70. And my dad's
Enjoy your life.
yeah, my dad's a 2-time cancer survivor. Go fucking enjoy life. Like, go spend it all in the casino. I'll still take care of you. I got
Right.
you. You know?
You took care of me. Let me take care of you.
Yeah.
I get that this is you guys' show,
Yeah.
but Rose, Sam, that's the exact perfect place to end this.
Yes.
Go earn it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't expect it. Go earn
it.
That's,
Exactly.
That's
This is
awesome.
a great fucking
You guys
show.
are great.
Yeah, it was great. Dave,
should
I
we
can't
end
wait
on
for
a
you
shot?
to come back. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me get it.
I want you to come back on a deep dive, my love, and figure
yes.
out one you want to deep dive on.
I'll
No,
I
for real.
will-
And I
Can
want
we-
AC on here with you.
Yes. I'd love to have you one on a live, not a recording.
Yes, on a
Okay.
live.
All right. Can we do it on like a show we just watched? Or it has to be
Yeah.
real, or can it be like that True Detective show that we like so
No,
much?
Whatever you
it
want.
has to be real.
Okay, it has to be.
Oh,
real.
yeah, yeah.
Can't be
It
fake.
has to be true crime, not fake crime.
True Detective. It says right in the
No,
title,
that's
babe.
not real.
It's a great show, though.
Okay, shots.
All right,
shot,
babe.
shot,
Cheers,
shot,
everyone.
I love you.
Cheers.
Love you.
Guys, thank you for having me on the show.
Of course.
And
I
before we
appreciate
even
this.
go,
Yes.
Dave
Yes.
and Sam, tell us. Wednesday is coming up right around the corner, which is my favorite show to watch, especially to like if I've had like a stressful week and I just want a good laugh. This is where I go to. My time, Pacific Standard Time on my time is 6:00. Tell us, what do you two do?
Well, let me tell you about the one we just had. We just had a show where we described the bachelor party I just went on. And here is, in case you missed it, here is kind of, in fact, it hasn't happened yet because this is pre-recorded. So here's what you're going to see or did see. You talk about bachelor parties. You talk about, I don't know, you think of like, what's the best bachelor party? You think of the movie The Hangover? Well, guess what? That's my tooth. That's my actual tooth.
That's no
I
lie.
heard about that.
I did explain this last Wednesday, and I will explain it this Wednesday because this is pre-recorded.
So
All right.
if our show is like a variety show, you can catch us every week, every Wednesday. Stop. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and whatever time it is in Australia for wherever you live in Australia, because we have some listeners from there. But it is a variety show. We have people who call in and leave messages. We encourage you to leave a message either verbally or written throughout our show. I do news stories that are not as heavy as the ones we do here.
Right.
But sometimes they are. Sometimes people die. And then
They
we
do.
also have segments. We have the Who's Coming With Me segment.
Sometimes
gonna
they do
do
a
some-
top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm gonna do retro shit, but it's a really fucking fun show, and everybody needs to come watch us. It is the Married Couple
Absolutely.
Podcast with underscores in between, just like on my name. And then yeah, it's how was
And
your
let me
day?
tell you,
Every
You're going
Wednesday.
to love your Wednesday nights.
every week Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's fun.
You're
It's
going
just-
to love them.
We're inviting you into our house to have a few drinks with us, similar to this,
Yes,
but
but not as serious.
Yes, we tell dick jokes instead.
and sometimes as serious.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, we might get
But
into
you know
it.
what? It's your best night. It's the middle of the week. You've gone through, your ups and downs. You got kids that are going to school. You got a hard time at work. You want to have a good
Oh.
laugh. Join them because you can also
Let's have
leave a
fun.
voice recorded message on Instagram, and
It's
you know what?
oh,
Let them know. Let them know your
and we're
opinions on
streaming
Instagram.
we're streaming live to Instagram now. So
So yeah,
we figured
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit out.
so
Kind
Yeah,
of.
we did.
hang out with them. Let me tell you, you are not going to be disappointed.
Nah,
I
it's fun.
promise you that. If you are, hit me up and then we'll have a chat about that. But you will not be disappointed. I promise you, you will not. I'll
We
bet you
love you,
$5.
Rose.
I'll bet you $5. For those of you who want to be, I'll bet you $5. Go listen to them. You will not. You will
Thank you
laugh
so
your
much.
ass
It's
off.
fun. Rose, thank you. Thank you very much, ladies,
Thank
for
you
having me
so
on the
much.
show.
Thank you for
Uh,
coming
Thank you,
on,
Dave,
my love.
And I can't wait for you to come back and hang out
And
with
do a
us.
live
This
show.
was
I
this
gotta
was a
figure
privilege
out
to
my-
have you on.
Thank you. I appreciate
So-
it. I'm glad you put up with me like she does all the time. So anyway, all right,
No,
guys,
thank you for
I'm
putting
out.
up with Roses Are Red.
All right.
Good night, everyone. Peace out, and we'll see you guys next week. Or no, we'll see you on Friday. Peace.
We'll see you on Friday.